Well, I hope the audio works. It usually hasn't fucked with me.
I like your front tires you had there.
Anyway, welcome to the final race of the 6 race sim racing system Mazda 787B season. Fixed setup league, no setups, hour-long races presented by ProSim TNT / the Sim Pit. Still rocking the sinus cold. But yeah, I figured I would start the stream a bit early. Just to have kind of like a talk show or something going on. 787B season. The season's pretty much over before it started. Not everyone ran the whole calendar. So these have more or less been just one-off exhibition races. The last few we did the start from the back challenge. I'm not going to do tonight because I want to race. I want to race Juan Reynoso because he's a good driver, and that'll be fun for us to battle at the front. The race starts, or I guess the event opens in half an hour. But for the meantime, we will just hang out here. So if there's anything you want me to cover, now's the time. This will be our talk show portion.
So, what's your thoughts on the new race car, BM or Porsche?
The what? Come
Didn't they
again?
just come out with? Didn't they come out with the Porsche and the Daytona today on Race Room?
No, they announced it.
Oh,
And like they didn't even have the grandstands modeled, so like the promo footage they
Hmm.
used is like weird. Or the promo picture I should say. It's like bizarre. It's like a car without a livery on a version of Daytona where there's no grandstand, so it's like okay. It's cool that it's coming there. Like cuz Daytona's a good track, but in all honesty to me it just feels like too little too late and we're now at the point where sims are just like adding random tracks that they just don't have just
better make an
for
announcement
something to
about it,
do.
right?
Yeah. I mean, it really started with the Nordschleife like years ago, right? Like first AC got it, and then iRacing got it, and then like everyone within a 6 month span was
I mean,
announcing
before's
both.
always had it though, so it's kind of
Yeah,
like, oh, it's not really
yeah.
like you guys have a track that everybody else has, like we do.
Well, no, like it was the whole having a laser scan Nurburgring, right? Like first it was a
Yeah, that
Seto,
was huge.
and then it was like, oh no, iRacing's got it, and they're just buying the same point cloud data or point cloud rather. So then it was iRacing, then it was R3E, then it was fucking well, Gran Turismo always had some variant of a laser scan Nurburgring. So like you had all these devs announcing literally the same track like week after week, and it's like okay, by the time like the seventh dev announces this, like this is getting really redundant. And it's the same thing with Porsche too. Like after the EA license expired, it was like holy fuck, Porsche's coming to Assetto Corsa, and they announced like the whole 3 DLC pack thing, and then it was like every game after that in the span of a month announced Porsche, and it's like well okay, but like when you're seventh to the party, like this really isn't a big deal anymore. And they kept pushing it like it was, and it was just like annoying.
Yeah. People are like, why are they adding Daytona? Are they gonna have any of the oval stuff for it? There's not even oval cars in the game.
Well, I mean, it'll be the road course, and there are a lot of really good. Like, there's a Daytona prototype in a race room, the Corvette prototype.
Yeah.
There's there's LMP2, there's LMP1. Like, there's some good stuff. So again, in the lead up to the Nordschliefe race, we will be just hanging out and answering questions. Bit of a pre-race show. Only got 7 people signed up, which is kind of disappointing, but
Did you find anything on the Steam VR or Steam Lunar sale for sale that you wanted to buy this time?
I might buy the first Supercross the game, just because I preferred that compared to 2 and probably 3. Racing.
The fake Pokemon game's been doing pretty good.
Tam Tam or whatever.
Yeah. I bought it last night, played it for a bit, and started falling asleep. I started playing like at 3 a.m. or 4 a.m.
Was it like fun or was it?
I mean, it's Pokemon.
But like not Pokemon, right?
But Pokemon.
Like, does it actually have Pokemon in it? Or
it doesn't have Nintendo's Pokemon, but it has basically Pokemon in it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's like sim racing where it's like there's not F1, but there's F1 looking cars, and it's like everyone knows, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
People have
Unlicensed
like been putting on people on Twitter like it's a better Pokemon. Like what?
That's strange.
Well, it's because everybody knows the meta of Pokemon, right? Like this type's always stronger against that type, right?
Okay.
And so like this is a whole new game mode, a whole new way of evolving Pokemon, a whole new way of like raising Pokemon.
So are there going to be like Pokemon season mods? You know what I mean?
I mean, it's on Steam, so somebody could develop something in Steam, like
Yeah.
the workshop, right?
Yeah.
Maybe for it. I don't know how that works with being online. It's not like they call it an MMO, but it's not really an MMO. It's basically you play Pokemon. You can either you can do them like you can do stuff together. You do co-op stuff.
Okay.
Or you can duel people, or you can trade with people. It's not really like full on MMO style, right?
Okay.
But if you liked Pokemon, it's definitely something I think worth playing. You can play with a controller too, so.
Yeah, the guys at work were all talking about it and all being like, "Are we gonna get this and play on our lunch break?" And I'm sitting there like, "I'm asleep when you guys are having your lunch break. I'm sad." But it'd be like that.
Are you really asleep during your lunch break though?
So they.
You're honest now.
Nope. No, seriously, they are.
Because it's probably like what 4 a.m. your time.
Whatever, like when it's 12 noon in London, it's like 6 or 7 here. So yeah, I'm definitely asleep.
Alexa, what time is 12 noon London in New York City?
It's 12 noon is by anti-meridian nor post-meridian. 12 a.m. refers to midnight at the start.
What the fuck?
The end of that day.
Thanks. God damn it.
Got the CIA in your house, fam?
Hey man. When I'm dying or something, I need to say, hey, Paul, whatever, come save me, you know?
That's true. Yeah, I guess Diabetes Maximus requires that.
I mean, phones don't always listen, you know? Like, they have to be, like, turned up the right way.
Yep.
Can't be upside down, can't be underneath a pillow or something, you know?
Yeah, that's a good point.
And this plays music whenever I want. Alexa, play a stupid non-copyright song.
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Fucking Alexa.
Hey Siri, play me some stupid non-copyright songs.
Nope.
Uno, huh? That's what we come back with? Oh, I gotta look up some freaking bolts for my dad.
Fuck, I stayed up till like 2 a.m. playing Xbox last night.
Yeah. I thought you said on Twitter it was 3 a.m.
It was 2 or 3. I think I finally like pulled myself away at 3.
That's bad.
Yeah.
I was still up then, by the way.
Damn.
Did you see the video I sent you? of
NFL memes.
no, of William Byron just dumping, like just door checking or not door checking, hip checking a guy going into turn one.
What in iRacing
Yeah,
recently?
yeah, I seen it this morning or last night. Did I not send it to you?
No, but like, did he do it or was it just like archive clip?
No, that was from like last night.
Oh
That was like
fuck.
legit last night. I was in that race. I finished fifth. We go off into turn one. I'm running, I think, fifth or sixth, maybe seventh at the time. And like Malik's dogging Byron the entire like last couple laps. And he gets
It's not
Byron's
what
outside,
you wear.
like off of 4, right? And Byron just drives him up the track, and just kind of like hip checks him into the wall, like I'm not really actually wrecking you kind of thing, but
No.
I'm wrecking you, And Malik saves it, and then jump ass behind Malik turns Malik, and Byron still wrecks it by himself, like from the most simplest contact. If you watch the video, it's like really sad to watch Byron wreck it there.
Quick, report his ass.
I think somebody's saving a bunch of videos of Byron doing this type of stuff, then sending it all in.
Like, how many pro drivers are gonna get banned before the fucking fanboys in the forums are like, okay, maybe they're not actually using this to train?
Oh, dude, there was a freaking cunt in the race, freaking sucking Byron's dick off the entire race.
That's great.
And I said, dude, if you shut up, nobody would be talking. This room would be great. He just kept talking and talking. I'm talking. He kept, sucking William's dick off. I'm like, yeah. And he's also talking stuff about Harry Grant. I'm like, why are you talking about Harry Grant or Gant from like years ago? Like, you mean like a driver didn't have to use his daddy's money to get into NASCAR? Like, I said that across the mic, fam. With Byron in there.
It's rough, bro. But that's
I'm
what I
like,
mean. Like,
if I don't get chat banned for something like that,
that's what I mean with the iRacing culture, though. It's like on places like Reddit and on places like Race Department and fucking Twitter and the NASCAR subreddit, everyone's like, "Oh my god, it's so great! I get to race against all these like real drivers and shit, and I get to rub doors with like Scott Speed and William Byron." But what actually happens is these dudes just fuck around in like ranked rooms and like treat everyone like shit.
juniors racing like legit,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But juniors also, how old is Junior? 50, almost, or getting close to 50.
Yeah.
He was a part of sim racing when it started.
Yeah.
Part of the elite echelon back in the day that actually like tried to make sim racing something good.
Yeah.
Where Byron's just a kid. Like I have a screenshot of him saying he doesn't care about iRacing
Well, like,
because he had a real car back in 2012 before he was a nobody.
well, like it's Byron, it's Scott Speed, it's Max Verstappen. Like all these guys have been fucking like in shit.
Ben
Just,
Gisberg used to be,
Yeah.
hopping in an F12 car at South Boston. Like what?
Yeah.
Not an F12, but F1 car.
yeah,
It's like or IndyCar or something stupid.
a lot of them just like fuck around like completely, and then
I think like you get your Joey Logano, Brad, Junior, Denny Hamlin, Larson, like all those type of guys. They don't really fuck around. They go on and have fun.
yeah,
Or they actually practice for a track they don't been to in
Yep.
a long time. And then you get Byron. Byron's just like, I'm a dumbass. I don't care. I'm a freaking kid.
Yeah.
I'm here with my dad's money. Question for you.
uh-oh,
We know how openly Blaney is on his social media about stuff.
yep.
If Blaney hasn't gotten none or been on a date with a girl or had a girlfriend, what's the chances of Byron actually being?
I think he's got a girlfriend.
Yeah, but she's not there
I
for him.
agree.
She's there for her dad's money. You know what I mean?
I agree with what you're trying to say. That like the outlook is really grim. Yeah, for chat who doesn't know or understand what we're talking about, I think on Valentine's Day last year, it was I think it was Ryan Blaney who went on Twitter and basically straight up said that he's never had a girlfriend before. And this is someone who's like in the upper echelon of stock car racing, and like even one of my friends, she's like, "Oh, he's cute. Like I'd screw him." And this dude has been single his entire life. As basically not a millionaire, but like, you know, the guy's pretty well off.
But let's be real though. He's probably like, you or me. He's like probably doesn't go out to the bar scene anyways or hang out with, the party crowd to be around that type of, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, you got to think like even in the garage area alone, like you got to think how many different engineers and shit and mechanics and stuff work on the cars and are
Have
all like
kids.
friends with each other, and they have either kids or like a younger sister or whatever, and they're like, hey, like, would you want to go on a date with so and so just to say you did, you actually did something that weekend. And the fact that Ryan Blaney's on a dry spell like that is kind of sad.
Sure.
And he's not the only one too. Like there was someone else who, oh yeah, it was like Chase Briscoe had to fucking find his girlfriend on Tinder. And it's like here's someone who's like, cause I don't claim to know Chase, but I used to race with him back like in the iRacing days when we were both just like nobodies.
Yep, back before anybody knew who he was, and
Yeah, and it was like, cause isn't he like Ryan Briscoe's like younger cousin or like nephew or like
I
something
remember
like
racing
that?
both of their asses on iRacing though.
Yeah, and that's someone like
They
here's
were
this dude
beating them too.
here's this dude who's got basically the world at his feet, professional stock car driver, travels the entire country, has access to hundreds of people, if not thousands of people in the Cup Garage area. And any one of them have either a younger sister or a daughter or just someone who'd be like, yeah, I'd go on a date with you, or I'd go to dinner with you, or some shitty movie with you. And
I
nope,
honestly think though,
he has to resort to Tinder. That's not
I
good.
honestly think though, some of it is, fans like you or me that don't approach people. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, that's them, that's their personal time. I don't really want to bug them, kind of
That's
thing,
true.
right?
That's true.
And then you have to throw on the fact they're probably kind of shy and timid and don't know how to approach the situation because they've never been in this situation before. Approach somebody
That's
going on a
true.
date, right?
That's true. But even like Instagram, like there, you gotta think there's at least like a solid amount of DM slides.
NASCAR is a sport of incels, clearly.
It's weird, man. Like, I mean, I don't know how much you follow Sauce Jockey, but like, it's strange that someone like Ryan Blaney is single. It's very strange. I mean, I don't know.
Look how
Maybe
long,
maybe he's a
look
weird
how
dude
long
behind the
Junior
scenes.
was. Look how long Junior was single though, too. Though, if you think about it, I mean,
He had a lot of girls on the
not.
go.
Yeah, I was like, I'm
Yeah,
not gonna say that, but it's
yeah,
like, so he found somebody he was serious about. You know what I mean?
yeah. But you know what? Even that story is pretty rough. Like you know the story with Junior's wife, right?
Not fully.
It was like she was dating someone who played for the University of Kentucky Wildcats football team, and
That's
essentially
an age gap.
no, and this is a while ago, but like
Oh, okay.
this is, I mean, and there's still news articles about it too, but like he essentially stole her from her boyfriend,
Not bad.
and both sides were like kind of cool about it, but at the same time, like there was definitely animosity. It was at least a decade ago though, and I mean like they're happy together, they have a kid together, whatever. But that was like a big thing. Or you know what? It was like the dad of the player she was dating. Oh hey Sev, maybe they
Maybe
all
they
saw.
saw what
Yeah.
happened with Kurt.
No, but you know what? Like that's actually not. And Sev, you're welcome to come hang out on TeamSpeak if you're bored. Like we ain't got shit
I
to
haven't
do.
talked to Seven.
Yeah, fuck.
Half a freckle past a century.
But you know what? Sev might actually be right because that whole thing with Kurt and Kurt's
Oh
what
man.
is it, three
Oh man,
wives?
his ex. Holy crap. I mean, weren't both of his ex-wives crazy now at this point?
I think he's on like wife. He's on wife 3 or 4. It's not good.
I feel sorry
Or
for that guy, man. After the whole stuff that happened with John Adams, like getting that video of him at Homestead,
yeah,
like, I mean, granted, Kurt's wife at the time was, there then, like, whew.
Kurt's definitely Kurt's both misunderstood and has definitely got some issues, and he sits on a fine line between it being Kurt's fault for being in these situations and bad luck.
Look, Seb, you need to change your world clock time to, like, match more of a NA time to come hang out with us somewhere.
No, he's got a wife. He's got to be responsible.
He's like, it's 3 a.m. Rip.
You know what? I think Sev's right though. Is that they saw? I mean, there's a term for it. It's the whole pit lizard shit. But I think they did see what happened to Kurt, and that kind of scared a couple of them straight. And I don't blame them.
It is kind of terrifying what happened there.
But I mean, like, long term, Kurt won because she ended up going to jail, didn't she? Dude, something is definitely wrong here. There's fucking 12 cars signed up for one of the most popular tracks on the entire schedule. This is embarrassing. Where is everybody? It's literally the most popular track in Assetto Corsa. One of the most popular cars. There is.
I'm an asshole. I'm sorry.
It's a fixed setup race on top of that. You don't even have to build a fucking setup for this car, and there's 12 people signed up. I almost don't want to run this. I mean, I want my fucking stats and shit, but hey, that's rough. That's really, really rough.
Oof.
You know what? Fuck it. I'll do start from the back challenge to see if we can run down Juan.
Pablo Montoya?
No, Reynoso ran. Dude, speaking's hard. Juan won the first round of the season. And I beat
That's
him.
Juan?
Yeah. I beat him at Silverstone after we wrecked together. Because I got the less shitty outcome of that scenario. So now the series is tied at 1-1 with Juan. Fuck me. Just want to play PGR.
Can you stream that?
I can't.
You don't
Sorry.
have a capture card.
No.
But there wasn't like a really good Xbox 360 like emulator.
There is, but like compatibility is so spotty. Like Xenia works, but like save data doesn't work, and you can't install title updates and DLC, or you can, but like you have to go find them, and it's like a whole pain in the ass process. And there's no wheel support and shit like that, so. You know what? Realistically, maybe I'll end up buying Chris's Fanatic from him, just for like Forza 2.
Oh, I honestly should buy it though.
Yeah.
I don't know, cause like my pedal, I could feel my wheel like being a piece of crap, but I don't have the money though to buy it right now.
Big rip.
You'd probably pay too much in shipping to ship it to you from his house. You could probably buy a brand new one and get it free shipping to you. You know what I mean?
No, but oh, you mean like buy it like from
Oh.
America?
No, buy it from Fanatic's site.
No, but it's one of the Xbox 360 compatible ones that I don't think they sell anymore.
You sure it's 360 compatible?
Well, there's a bunch of different Fanatic wheels, right? There's one with like the
Yeah.
Forza 3 emblem on it, and there's one with. If you could find one though, I'd absolutely do that.
I'll be right back, sir.
Okay. Yeah, for those who do not follow me on Twitter, which is probably smart because I just retweet political shit. I sold my Xbox 360 Elite in like 2011, or no, not 2011. I sold it in 2014 to get on the fat PS3 bandwagon, and the fat PS3 bandwagon is amazing, but I felt really bad about selling my Xbox. And I finally, after legit like 6 or 7 years, dug out my 360 and went to the store, bought both PGR games, bought logged into my my old Xbox account that I hadn't used in years, and last night stayed up playing PGR till like 2 a.m. It's pretty fun. Race gonna start soon. Unfortunately, we didn't have a whole lot to talk about. This is just extremely disappointing. This is the most popular track in this game. One of the most popular cars that is actually free content. The 787B was a free update, from what I believe. I think it was anyway. And we have 14 people out of 24. Just horse shit. You know, you can get 3,500 people watching a Jimmy Broadbent stream, but when it comes actually time to race yourself, we can't even get a full field. And people can make the excuse that, oh, iRacing has full fields. Yeah. For fucking B fixed and C fixed, maybe. It's just frustrating. But you've heard that 1,000 times before from me. Field locked in, 14 people. So yeah, we're going to do start from the back challenge.
Your skin is okay.
Thank you, Enrique. Where's KS? Red Bull Ring. Race SRS. Hard slicks. Can't change tire pressure. Can't change wing. Can't change fuck all. 56 bias. And those people literally didn't know which way the track went.
Skins are ready, press the restart button.
Yo, yo.
I'm gonna talk to Gregora for a little bit.
All right.
I'll be back like for sure when Ambrose gets on.
Okay.
Come on, buys up, stupid move. Go back.
Alright, so we are just not going to qualify. Guess I'll dig out my phone here. With 14 cars again, I don't mind starting from the back. Who's all pulling out here? Matos coming out. He's pretty quick. Any chance of you using the wheeler program to show us your wheel movement? Sadly, no. First curbs are awful in this car. People like to build rigs like building car kits, and that's it. Once it's done, they never touch it. Yeah, that's about right. And you know what? It's shitty because this game revolves around racing, and this hobby revolves around racing, and it seems like that's the last thing people want to do. They want to collect mods, which, I mean, I've been there before. I was 15 and playing R-Factor and just downloading anything that looked remotely cool and then just doing test laps in it. But at some point, that gets boring, and you want to actually race people. And it feels like so few people are at that point yet. Good luck and enjoy the race. Thanks, Jailbait Man. So at 20 minutes of qualifying, you basically get one out lap and one flying lap, and that's your lap. So we'll put the camera on Juan Reynoso here. For some reason, the stream is down. That's interesting. You guys all got me? Yep. Now I'll actually exit out of YouTube here. Let's be smart. Okay. So because I alt-tab, sometimes it fucks with my Logitech profiler. So I'm gonna just go real quickly here. Yep, and it has fucked with my wheel. So I'll go back to pits, bring up the profiler again. It's a very pain in the ass thing to do. It's like it changes my rotation every time I alt-tab out of the game. There we go. Very stupid precaution I have to take, but whatever. If you know about it, it's not the worst thing in the world. You know how to prepare for it. I remember driving all the prototypes of VLM Junior mod for F1 Challenge up to 5 a.m. We're here seeing the walls in the fast chicane. Yeah, on my cell phone that I have next to me so I can read the chat. I don't have any special app or anything like guys like Will Marsh do, but on the chat on my phone, the video feed just stopped and I'm like, did something break? And then of course to alt-tab and check it. That fucks up the wheel rotation, I guess, because AC. Then have to do some quick tests to make sure it's sorted. The VLM prototype mod got re-released by our boy Richard Wilkes, who is a permanent resident of our TeamSpeak server for Automobilista. I think it's up on Race Department, so if you have AMS installed for whatever reason, I would give that a try, because Richard really knows what he's doing. Probably some of the best tires ever created for any sim. He's figured out ISI motor physics basically to a T. And it is a shame that he does not have a job in the industry, because you guys would be completely blown away if he's allowed to work on like a commercial game. Like if that dude was able to do the tires for like either P Cars or Automobilista 2 or whatever, it'd be unbelievable. So Reynoso's on his outlap here. He's going to get the pole. I could pretty much guarantee it. It'll be interesting to see his pace here, because sometimes guys who are good at like traditional circuits, when they get to the Nurburgring, they either don't have it memorized to the extent they need, or they make mental mistakes, which I might make tonight because it's the Nurburgring and it happens. So even a good qualifying time here isn't indicative of how the race will play out. I have done no practice. I have done no preparation. There's no setups in this series, so what you saw early on, my like lap of the GP circuit, that's all I got. That seemed okay. And depending on how much he practiced, Reynoso is probably also in the same boat, where he's having to figure out gearing and shit on this one lap before he takes a serious crack at a good lap time. And the video feed is frozen for me again, which is interesting. But if I just reload the YouTube video, it's not a big deal. At least I think it's not a big deal. Oh, Chris got his Akrapovic exhaust in the mail. Trying to bring up YouTube again, so if you guys are saying something in the chat, I cannot completely see it. So again, no time's registered yet. People's outlaps are getting registered. So provided none of these guys went off course, times are going to start being clocked. Because this game is weird in that if you sit in the pits and then complete a lap, it counts that as a completed lap or a valid lap. AC is kind of weird in that regard. There's some weird timing and transponder issues and shit like that. I'm still not able to bring up the stream on my phone, which is interesting. I'm gonna try restarting here. Oh, hold on. There we go. Oh, you know what? It's on my phone. It's trying to load fucking like 1080p quality, I think. We go down to 240 because fuck it. YOLO. So Juan is going to try and put down a really quick lap here. Not a lot of people have put down any sort of lap, so that might put me P13. Damn, the live stream is really far behind. But I do thank you for coming out regardless. I don't think it's going to be the most exciting stream, to be honest, but we shall see. And man, just watching this, like, I understand why sim racing esports aren't popular. Like, the way the car moves, the latency, the staticness of the track, like, you can tell the trees are 2D. There's no, like, people at the side of the track, at least that we can see. There's, like, a track marshal standing in, like, a basic pose. There's no trees swaying in the wind. There's no, like, festivities. It just looks so boring and bland. Static trackside marshals. Again, every time this car goes over a bump, every time Juan hits a bump or tries to, like, trail brake into a corner, like, the nose sets about half a second after it should. Oh, big off by him. That's not good. And he just said fuck it and abandoned the lap, which I don't blame him for at all. Leader is still on his time. Or on a valid lap, I should say. He's got the nice throwback looking livery. I believe this is the guy I raced with, or had a really good battle with last week at Watkins Glen. One thing I should probably do is I should probably take off my jacket because I don't want it to get that hot. It's a somewhat long race. As always, strategy here is pretty simple. 99 liters of fuel. We could probably bump that up to like 110 or 112 just to be safe. Take 1 liter of fuel at the pit stop. No tires. Tires are going to last here. In fact, I don't actually anticipate a lot of tire wear here because the ring is generally pretty good on tires. There's not a lot of corners that wear out your slicks. Boy, if only there was a way to cut the entire Nurburgring and do an outlap on the GP circuit only for qualifying. Yeah, Race Room does this. I believe it's in GTR2 and R Factor as well. Does the same thing if you return to pits and P cars and the start line is after your pit box. Yeah, like it's just weird quality of life stuff in these sims, man, that developers just don't get right. It's frustrating. Cause like it's stuff that you see in like your first league race, where you're like, hey, this transponder timing's kind of fucked up. Another guy with an off there. There are some good people in this series. Like Juan, James, and Hugo are all really good. Dom's pretty good. Sean gets better every season. Like there's some good guys who turned out. I'm just disappointed that there's 13 people, you know? Because it's road racing, and at the end of the day, we're all gonna get strung out. Right? I'm gonna play it safe and put a bunch more fuel in. I have a hunch that I'll need it. Okay, I can't put much more fuel in. But whatever. Pray. Pray for me. We'll only go as fast as we need to go this race. I'm not really planning to set the track on fire. It's the Nurburgring. Provided we can get by like the opening crowd in the first few corners without damage, I think we can get up to like 6 by the end of the GP circuit. Leader's gonna come complete his lap here. He's 30 seconds up, which is pretty good. He'll run like an 8:30 or 8:20 something. I don't know what the best time to run here is. Ooh, someone had a moment. Who was that? So Leader's gonna cross the line at 8:25. It's a pretty good run. Honestly, I think I can go quicker in race pace, but we'll see. I'm gonna piss though, just to be safe. Alright, back with 30 seconds to spare. Leader's gonna be your pole sitter. At least I believe. I don't know how we're gonna be sorted on the grid because only 3 people logged a valid time in qualifying. Oh, this guy might have a good time. The Nurburgring is also different in this game in that the session ends literally right as the timer ends. Otherwise, it would just go on forever. North course plus GP course, correct. Anyway, here we go. So anyway, tires on it. We got the hards on it. We got 100 liters of fuel. We're going to do the exploit strat. We are starting from the back. Thank you all for coming out. Going to be a bit of a fuckfest. Not sure if Travis will come back. Anyway, max out the volume here. Last race of the season. Got a car missing in front of us, that's interesting. Clutch works, ping is kind of high. Thank you for coming out. Start from the back challenge number 3. Already reckon. Hello. Gotta be kidding me. That was just sad what I saw in my mirror. Door damage doesn't appear to be an issue. At least from what I can tell. Completely a non-issue. So serious question, can I take the windshield wiper off because there's a 0% chance of rain? Because that's in the way. This is not a good set for the Nurburgring, wow. But everyone else is in the same boat, so... Wow, that's just crap. It drives like fucking shit right now. trying to save the car here. Don't want to do anything stupid, but I know fucking Juan's gonna run away with it if I don't get around these guys quick enough. This Juan seems to actually know what the fuck he's doing. Oh, we got a battle. We're all gonna die here, though. Alright, let's go catch our boy. Oh, I see your boy. First retirement, Alberto Marcos, I think that's it. So by my estimation, I'm about 3 seconds back, which is nothing here. 3 or 4 seconds. But again, we got a whole hour, so I'm just not worried. We've got a pink sector, or several pink sectors, so we're doing pretty good. Yep, about 3 seconds back. No, 4 seconds, my bad. This car just does not stop. Almost died. Juan's having a good lap so far, but we can still see him, so that's good. As you can see, it's definitely easier to chase rather than be chased, as I have Instathoughts texting me. Yeah, it is a fixed setup series, guys. So a gap of 4.1 last lap to 1.9 this lap. Damn. Alright. Turning into a somewhat compelling battle now. We're definitely quicker, though. Speed-wise, it's like we've kind of evened out now. But again, it's a good fight. Probably pitting next time by. This race going by really quick, just because the track's so long. Time to see if the draft works from back here. Well, it appears to. A bit. I think I gotta wait for a mistake to pass him, though. Actually, I kind of want that gap here. I'm like babying it behind him. Like, I want to give him room if he makes a mistake, because he's dancing a whole bunch there.
What's your sim racing car, bro?
Oh my god.
Yo.
Yo, yo.
What up, fuckers?
We're live, by the way.
Nice. Yo, Sal, guess what came today?
What?
The acropovic exhaust for the Golf.
How's it sound, or did you install it yet?
No, I'm going to put it in the hatch right now so I can bring it to get installed tomorrow. The same place who did the M2 is going to do it for me.
Nice.
So just give me like 5 minutes. You want to practice the A car, Sal?
So we're racing.
It races at 11.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's only 50 lap race though.
Yeah, that may be. I'll practice. I don't think I'll race it though. I'll race it tomorrow.
Alright,
yeah.
so Charlotte.
I'll definitely practice with you, but I can't race it that late tonight.
Alright, it's actually really good. You have to save the tires to make a difference.
Yeah, I could race the 9, the 11, and the 1.
Yeah, that's what I'm off tomorrow too. So I was thinking about doing at least 2, probably 3.
Yeah.
Unless you and Travis want to race the truck, because I have a feeling Travis will do the truck with you.
Where's that?
Atlanta. In like 15 minutes, I think.
God.
Let me poke him. Where's that?
Yes, French hen.
You want to race the truck with Sal?
6? Not really.
If I did it, will you race
Chris,
the truck
you
with
see
Sal?
who's online?
Who's on?
Hornbuckle?
Really? Is he actually actively racing something?
Active man online. He's not racing, right?
Huh. I
Any
know
guys
that
race
from,
going?
I know that from time to time he usually picks up a subscription and like will try around with stuff. Well,
I can
there's
see how
so
much I can see how much longer he has of his race.
you see Mike Brandy and Nelson Rivera are on South.
Really?
That's a fucking throwback. You don't want to race the truck,
car.
Travis?
Nah, I don't have an interest in racing the truck, honestly.
Rip.
I mean, I'll watch you guys though.
Did the tire truly fall off at the end there?
What, in the A car?
Yeah, no, the truck.
Not like the A and B car do, I don't think.
Alright, give me like 5 minutes. I just gotta go shove that fucking exhaust in the hatch and then I'll be back in. I'll either practice with you or if maybe be convinced to run the race. I don't know.
I'm gonna jump in a practice for the A car.
Alright, I'll be back in a minute then.
Yeah, you got an hour for that though.
I'm gonna race it tomorrow. I'm not gonna race it tonight.
Wait,
What?
NASCAR confirmed they're only, or Fox confirmed they're only going to use 2 people in the booth.
Yep. Ray Dunlap on Twitter said like they were just spending like crazy.
So what, like crazy?
They were spending like crazy the last few years on production values that were unnecessary.
Who are they getting rid of?
Well, DW retired, remember?
Yeah, and they just
Oh,
didn't
that's right. Yeah.
replace him with anybody.
Replace him.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll probably be better that way. Less fucking people talking over each other.
Jeff Gordon is like no John Smoltz still of like stuff or Tony Romo for that matter.
He's having DW.
I didn't mind DW. I wish they just get rid of Mikey. That's the one they really got to get rid of.
I'm a Toyota a while back.
Just had a moment.
Nope. Stream's still up, by the way.
Oh, just have it on. I almost fell asleep though. Yeah, the A-Fix races, Sal, have been freaking amazing.
Really?
Yeah. Because you can run a 29.6
Right.
in Queen Air by yourself, hot lap. But then over the run of 50 laps, you can fall off like almost like a 31 threes and stuff.
Really?
Yeah. Charlotte, man. And there's an outside groove at Charlotte that you can hold people off with too.
That's good because you can do that with the deep part of Atlanta. I was able to do that, so that's good to know. Yeah, let me jump and make some laps.
And I don't feel like the outside line kills your tires as bad as the outside at Atlanta did either.
Would you say the fast lap was in the A car?
By yourself, clean track, 29.6. Like a high 29.6.
Alright, so Q-Trim 29.6. That's what we're looking for.
Basically 29.7. You hit 29.7 flat, you're good. He's ruining the leader.
But like, where do you pass people here? That's the issue, right? You don't want to junk the guy.
Wait, is Austin on that?
Austin's and streaming Settle Corsa.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought we snuck him back on somehow.
Oh, you would have got a message about that at like 8 a.m., fam.
You were probably right about that. Chris would hit me up for sure.
He's IP band, fam.
Hey, listen, I don't know. Maybe you fucking change it. I don't know. I'm just saying. Yeah, Chris definitely would have hit me up earlier.
Augie needs to make some phone call, that's all.
I sent him an email. They don't give a fuck, dude.
Who's that?
Tony Gardner.
Send your fucking service provider an email to change your IP.
But he can't though because of work, because of all his
Yeah, because then like for like to get your PS4 and your Xbox One test kits whitelisted by Sony and Microsoft, you have to go through that process all over again. It's a pain in the ass.
qualifying? Quicker first lap, second lap? Do I want to scrub the tires? Doesn't matter.
I want to scrub the tires at all.
No?
No.
Okay.
Well, let's do like a 20 lap run and do a 2 tire pit stop, by the way.
Why is that?
Because you'd want to know what it feels like for a restart on 2 tires. Every pit stop I've done so far, I've taken 2 tires. In both races, I finished in 2nd place. So.
You're just telling me it works. Why do I need to test it?
First gear restarts Charlotte too, by the way. Kind of weird.
Yeah, but you're just telling me 2 tires work. That's what I'm saying. Why should I test it?
Oh God, Augie, that guy had a moment in front of you going through the little chicane.
I know, this is getting kind of nutty, fam.
Holy shit.
He's a good driver. I like racing this dude.
That was worthy. Like, oh God. You would have saw that in like iRacing at Charlotte or something, like you'd be like, oh, that's a wreck.
Yep. He had another moment just now.
You got the same tires as you?
Yep. Same compound, fixed setup.
Yeah, that second moment wasn't as big as that first moment, though.
That's what we're looking for.
I think you're faster than him for the first half of the track. He's kind of like...
I'm sandbagging.
Oh, there's probably that, too.
Like, I know I'm quicker, but just like, where do you get around him here, right?
Is it wide open for qualifying?
Yes, for qualifying only. You might have to lift. You might have to burp it just a little bit. If you're in traffic is the only time you're not wide open.
Guess we're pitting this time by. Like, if I get too close to him, I lose fucking aero grip. And, you can't see where you're going, right? So...
Make sure you take enough fuel, sir. You gotta pray that you pit when you're faster than when you're outlet.
That was just anticlimactic.
They did the same map as you.
No, but I did the homo strat, right?
Yeah.
I should have enough to make it. I don't see why I wouldn't.
How bad do you think his rear tires were, though?
The hards hold up pretty well.
Yeah, but man, he was like lighting them up out of the corners, though.
Like I don't know.
Sal?
What the fuck is this?
I can't move him or anything.
Who is it?
Sal. Sal, fix your mic. Oh God.
You just hear the sound.
Oh, it's like that instead.
Oh shit, this dude took softs.
Did he?
I think so. But those are gonna fucking wear out here. Guess I gotta turn on the jets for.
No, Sal, we can't hear you. We just hear ourselves. It's like echoing back.
That's fine.
Yeah, but he can't. Fuck.
That man is flying.
How many laps are left?
Minutes, 15, I think. He's gonna burn his tires off, though. Soft's hardly hold up here.
Wow. Wow. So? What's to sell? Well, this is not F1. Oh, never mind. Still F1, sir. So. catch you already?
He's on softs. They're basically qualifying tires. But they fall off so quick. So as long as I can keep him in front of me. Gonna come to the line with 2 to go.
Paul and Chad said no, the hard decision, let him pass and burn them up, or play some hard defense.
I gotta play D.
I mean, it's not like it's easy to pass here, either way.
I just know, like, as long as I can hold him off until his tires fall off, then we're fine. Big lockup, didn't need that.
Nice up. I can hear you hitting something.
Oh, what a run he got. Good pass.
motherfuckers. Joining your practice.
I was having microphone issues on TeamSpeak, by the way.
Rip.
Agi's got a lap and a half left at Nurburgring.
Based.
And he just lost the lead.
I'm telling you, his
Like
tires are
iron
gonna fall
softs.
off.
In the next 12 minutes, we'll find out if Agi's a winner or not.
Nice. Alright. If Sal can hear me, I'm joining us now.
He's not on TeamSpeak, fam. Where'd you get that imported from? Is that from the mother country for that, Chris? Damn it, Chris.
I think Akrapovic's German.
He's slowly pulling away from you, sir.
I'm telling you, I think his tires are gonna wear out.
I think no matter what, you're gonna have to push it hard, no matter what, to even get back to him. Let's see what kind of tow we get here.
One to go.
Salva?
No, not back yet. What's crazy though, Augie, if you would have went one more lap before pitting, it'd have been fine, probably.
Couldn't. Would have ran out of the pit window. Pits would have been closed.
You get into there?
Just a tad. I don't think it fucked up anything though. If it did, AC has sad damage physics.
Were you in that race that had fucking William Byron in it, Travis, or no?
I was.
I was. Where did
Finished
you
with
finish?
them.
Oh, nice.
2 tires, fam. That's all you gotta do. 2 tires.
Did anybody call him a fucking cunt? Because that was a total fucking cunter move.
I did worse than that. There was somebody in there
Nice.
sucking his D off. Like, we were talking about this at the beginning of Augie's stream. There's somebody who was sucking his dick off the entire race. And the guy was also talking like about Harry Grant, the same person was sucking off William Byron. Like, oh yeah, Harry Grant, that was back when people didn't have to use their dad's money to make it into NASCAR. Like, I said that across the mic, man. And I know Byron heard that shit.
Like, you know what? That's fine, but don't be a cunt. That's really what it comes down to. If that's the way you got there, that's fine. Just don't be a cunt. That's all. I'm not asking for much.
We bring back Daddy's one of these race car paint schemes again. Was that NASCAR Heat to Daytona? We did that. Always calling those one cars Daddy's money, Augie.
I think so.
You're actually kind of straight and fuck. Sorry.
If for some reason this race went green, I know. Does
I think the last one did, by the way.
you need a pit stop?
No.
Okay. Want to make sure.
Yeah, the 9 o'clock race went caution free. The 7 o'clock race had 1 caution tonight. You gonna be close enough to his draft, Aggie, for the last straightaway?
Gonna try.
Flash of sheet metal.
Nope, I blew the carousel.
Yeah. Right, mate.
No, it didn't stick. He like tapped me on the bumper and it destroyed the car. Because sim racing, right?
I just don't understand why damage models in like every sim are all or nothing. There's like no in between. It's like you breathe on the oval cars in iRacing, it's like they don't drive anymore. You're like half a straightaway off the pace. Or nothing happens at all. There's no like getting it fixed and making it a little better. There's always got to be something retarded. And in real life,
did you watch any of the 24-hour race?
no.
Like, cars were getting destroyed, like motors blown and everything, and people were going back out there running like faster lap times, like after 40 minutes worth of damage repair. By an oval, like you get all your damage repair and it's worse. Like you're seconds off the pace. It's not like Daytona's not a track that you need like Aero, you know what I mean? This doesn't make sense.
Like, how many times do we see supposedly hurt cars finish good in oval races?
Quite a few.
I ran an 801, I ran 874 on a hot lap. I gotta beat that and make him feel upset.
Gotta be in the sevens, fam.
For qualifying?
Yeah, low sevens at that. High sixes, honestly.
I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I'll try. Are you racing?
I don't know if I'm gonna race or not.
Okay, bitch.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get there. It was fun though. But it definitely fucked up the rear end of the car.
Okay, you're still running your best time though.
I know. It just handles like shit.
Here's your sim car, bro.
The lap before, Augie ran 4 seconds faster than his best lap of the race. The lap his car gets destroyed, he runs a second and a half faster than that lap.
That was a really good race. I almost got there at the end. If I didn't blow the carousel, it would have been pretty interesting. That was fun though.
Rate that match is fun.
Yeah, I rate that match as fun.
You were definitely slower on the straightaway too, Augie, by the way.
Yep. Yeah, literal, like, he didn't even do anything wrong. A tap on the bumper. And it basically broke the car. Because, again, with sim racing, everyone just wants to make a car that runs perfect in a static environment. But, oh, what's damage modeling? What's that?
So did you guys see the boomer? I don't know if I added either of you, but some boomer on fucking one of those sim racing Facebooks today said that Assetto Corsa is a quote fucking joke because it doesn't have rain or like real day to night transitions, and that it quote can't be a sim because of that. And I'm like, he like listed like a couple of other things, and I'm just like, if that's the standard we're going by, like. None of these games are sims.
P-Car's confirmed for the only sim.
By the way, I don't know if you caught this the other day, Augie, if you watched Billy's stream at all.
Nope.
What was he playing? He's playing some sprint car game.
Yep.
And, just we're talking about day to night transition stuff and people that, and like, people talking about weather and stuff. He's like, You people don't want realistic weather. Like, you guys can barely freaking drive in the freaking dry. And you're expecting to go out there and drive in the wet? Like, give me a break.
That was something Hornbuckle said way back when. He was like, everybody wants to race in the wet and the dark, but nobody will actually do it when it comes out.
I mean, I like the idea of racing at night, but it's hard on my eyes, to be honest with you. Like, if I can't, like, I suck at racing at road, then you throw it at night. I'm like, what am I doing? Oh, like Daytona road course or the Roval at Charlotte at night, I can do that, you know what I mean?
Yep.
But where it's just pure headlight racing, I can't do it.
Anyway, guys, thanks for coming out.
Maybe join us later for clashing of